It's great to be with you on a Monday afternoon as we get set for this broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. A moment now to check out some numbers for him.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. They've got Parks, Damian Lillard out there with Baker. Then there's Bell. And it's Ilyasova in at the 4. And for the Rockets, we've got Durant. Heinrich is out there with Jalen Green. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Kukoc in at the small forward. Guys, I'm looking forward to this one. 2 of the hottest teams in the league, a battle of streaking teams. It's always fun to be here for that.
Well, one of them is going to stop streaking here tonight, partner. There are no ties in hoops, so it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top. We know this. These teams are amped and ready to go.
Heinrich outside. Takes a 3. The rebound by Baker. Shoots the 3, connects from three-point range. Baker's got his team on the board to start the game for Milwaukee.
Get outside.
Lopez passes to Heinrich. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Baker. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Heinrich kicks to Green. Back to Heinrich. It's deflected. Here's Baker, guarded by Heinrich. The 3 ball, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
And Lillard kicks to Ilyasova. Bell passes to Baker. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
3 points.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Standout performers recently. We have a chance now to recognize the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
You know, it just looking back at things, I'd be hard-pressed to find a more complete stretch of games by anyone in the league. He was getting it done and stuffing the stat sheet night in and night out on both ends of the floor. Truly a dominant run.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
Rockets have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Pass to KD. Another miss by Houston.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the Clippers.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit, getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
Get this board, fellas. Get this board.
And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Now here's Durant. 26 points for him last game against the Clippers.
And 3 blocks on the game as well. I mean, he was going all out and making plays defensively. Yeah, but the defense is doing a pretty good job of contesting those long-range shots.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, limiting their accuracy, three-pointer is such a big part of the game today, but it's really about balance when you're an offensive team.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Look at the Bucks, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat.
And I think for Milwaukee, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
The three-pointer is right on target.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here's Green. No scoring in this one. Can they get it? And Durant puts it in.
When it comes to catch and shoot situations, Durant as reliable as it gets.
Here's Baker. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
3 points.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And another 3 for Milwaukee.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
For 3, Durant. Milwaukee with the rebound. Ilyasova's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Green, following the 3 by Milwaukee. On the wing, Green tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Milwaukee in total control.
Something I like about Jalen Green, that ability to go vertical and just adjust midair.
We call that great body control, partner, and you've seen guys over your time around the league where that's a special gift, and it really can make it hard for defenders. Green is excellent using that body and athleticism.
And the Rockets making a change here. Edwards is checked in. Here's Baker.
Oh, man.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Drills it from outside.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here. So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
And Lillard gets it to go.
And what a spectacular move from Lillard. This rookie is exciting to watch.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Baker, and another three for Milwaukee.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
The shot by Heinrich no good.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Ilyasova with the ball. He's picked up by Heinrich. Ilyasova hits the bucket.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous. Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Outside Durant. Can they get it? Damian Lillard pulls it in. Lillard's got his fourth rebound in this one.
And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Now Heinrich. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Here's Baker. The Rockets making the shot. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now here's Lopez. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. A nice shot by KD.
A textbook dish by Heinrich, creating an opportunity for a guy with a good look to score. He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. It was maybe a step out of his range.
And got it! Another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Rockets. KD on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Lopez from long range. Milwaukee in total control. Here's Baker. Good, that's another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Edwards drawing the double team. Fast break, Milwaukee. And another one falls. Amazing.
And as he continues to pile up the points, he is moving into elite company.
Creeping up, moving up on the fourth highest scoring season in league history.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds so many of these top scoring marks. He's got this next one with 3,033 points set back in 1961.
Lopez dishes to Kukoc. And there's the pass to Edwards. And the turnover again by Houston.
Well, he just didn't make the catch. Didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Houston making some changes. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Lopez. Smith comes in for Kukoc. And it's Fox in for Kirk Heinrich. Baker. Good. Another from three.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. The wide open look here for Fox. The Rockets again can't hit.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, He wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
It's the three-point bomb.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
They can't stop the run with that one. And so it's Milwaukee holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Yeah, they've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
Smith is out there with Durant, and it's Fox. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you very much. Jalen Green.
And good, he hits it again.
And it's hard to understate just how special his season's been. This is something we see once in a generation.
He now has the 4th highest scoring season of all time.
And there are only 2 other names on the top 5 list, Jordan and Chamberlain. To say he's joining NBA royalty, that'd be a bit of an understatement.
Here's Baker. Another one goes. Incredible.
His offensive arsenal has been on full display all season long.
You're right. Now tied for 3rd place, points in a single season.
And fellas, he's tied with none other than the great Michael Jordan, and he is not done yet.
The 3, and good. There's another.
3 points.
All season long, he has been absolutely dominant. The scoring doesn't end with him.
Yeah, he's already left his mark on history, moving into 3rd place for most points in a season. Amazing.
And can you believe he has passed Michael Jordan for 3rd most points in a season? It's rare you ever see his airness get passed on any list. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And the basket by Lillard.
And when you have Lillard's stroke, the mid-range is going to be open for you. This rookie can shoot from any distance.
For 3, Edwards. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Here's Baker. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. And just taking his frustration out on the rim, he ends a huge run by the Bucks.
From the arc, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Fox passes to Adebayo, and he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. From deep 3-point land, they get it again. Tries again, and the basket by Parks. Parks has got 9 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Baker. Sinks the 3-pointer.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And again.
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. GA, I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on right now. Fades back. And another basket for Milwaukee.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Durant drawing the double team. And it's the Bucks on the break. Fires the three. And another three for Milwaukee.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Passes it to Adebayo. No good, unable to end this run.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Driving to the basket. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Boy, excellent recognition from Fox there. Outstanding at recognizing when his guys are open.
Here's Baker. And another three for Milwaukee.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal. You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him, just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Fox feeling it out a bit. No good from outside.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
And with the big collisions we see in the paint, and Greg, there are some. Some have argued for changing the charge rules. Did you see that?
You know, there's talk of extending the restricted area. I've even heard some say ban charges by help defenders. I like the former idea. That seems less extreme.
Pass to Lillard. Fires the three, and he's good on the 3 ball. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And let there be no doubt about Lillard's mentality. He'll feast on any opportunity the defense gives him.
Another miss by Houston. Guys, they've been getting it done at both ends during this run.
Yeah, really tough to say where they've been better.
And it's good, 2 points.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
And so Green will bring it up for the Rockets.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Green draws the double. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You take a look at Heinrich. He has a huge vote total right now. Number 3, in fact, among Western Conference players.
And looking more and more like he'll be a starter. And that's really a tribute to the work he's put in this season. He's earned each and every one of those votes.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. Hits it again. Wow.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. To the inside, Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Good read from Green there, getting better at sensing when his teammates are wide open and need the ball.
3-pointer. It's rebounded by Houston.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Jacks up a 3. Yet another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
3-pointer, Heinrich. Rebound, Milwaukee. Bell's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Over Edwards, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
And it's Green missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Just playing with poise and confidence, man, they continue to put points on the board.
Boy, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
It's tipped. Ilyasova passes to Kelly Jenkins. Took him no time at all on that one.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
There's Green with the three. Again, the miss by Green.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots. Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. The Rockets again can't hit. Here's Baker. And, yep, another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. It's Edwards on the wing. He kicks to Lopez. And another steal for him.
And every swipe he comes up with inches him closer to the second spot on the most steals in a season.
Well, his defense has been historic as he marches towards second on the all-time steals list.
And Don Busey coming up with 281 steals back in 1977, a mere 4 years after they started recording steals as an official stat. Amazing to see that number being approached.
Durant's checked in for Houston. Kukoc comes in for Edwards. Durant in the corner. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. And it's the Bucks' ball. And here is Ilyasova. He's got 10. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Outside Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Waters. From deep, bangs home the trifecta. Waters got his first 3 points of the game. And so it's Milwaukee with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done a terrific job holding him in check. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. KD, moments of frustration for you early. What are you seeing out there?
Well, I missed a lot of shots. I'm just trying to be aggressive. I'm missing wide open threes and some shots I normally hit, so I just got to continue to keep being aggressive. My teammates looking for me. We got to do a better job on the defensive end.
Hey, man, I'm sure those shots will start to fall in the second half. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hey, everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Houston Rockets.
Pretty simple. They're getting bullied on the boards. They want to come back. They got to knuckle up and buckle up and tuckle up.
Ooh, well, you think. And let's move on and see the top vote getters in this year's All-Star race.
Voting for the All-Star Game selections has just begun. Things could change here, but I'd say this is a pretty good idea of where it's headed.
I could think of some names out of that and somebody kick off, but I won't name names.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And so it's Milwaukee now. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, we've got Baker, and it's Bogut in at the 5 down low.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And it's Green missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And so it's Houston with it. Pass to Lopez. Fires for three. The rebound by Baker. Baker's got his 7th rebound here tonight. For the three. Another bucket. Wow.
3 points.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Over in the corner, Green. Another miss by Houston.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
And finished off by Bogut.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by Waters.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Kukoc can't get it to go.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Here's Baker, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Rockets have gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Lopez kicks to Kukoc. And nothing is falling for him right now. Ilyasova passes to Baker. Again, what an avalanche!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Outside, Green. They get a hand on it, nabbing another steal.
And you got to be careful around him.
You know, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far. Baker, and another basket for Milwaukee.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
It's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession.
Houston ball.
Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Boston Celtics. And then on Friday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for the matchup with the Cavs, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Bogut finds Ilyasova. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
The pass to Lopez. Puts up a deep 3. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
And in nailing the 3 there, he puts a lid on what's been a huge run by the Bucks.
Lets the 3 fly. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Here's Baker, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Green, no luck.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Kukoc, and it's sent back by Bogut.
And with that condor-like wingspan, Bogut says,
And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Milwaukee.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
How about the ball hockey defensively, moving their feet, anticipating, and then also coming up with steals?
Here's Baker, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
3 points.
Wow. What can you say?
They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin, on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty.
Another miss by Houston. On offense, here are the Bucks. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And it's Green missing.
He just keeps firing away from distance. I know he's trying to get himself heated up, but at what cost?
And the 3 ball is good.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Heinrich kicks to Green. Pass to Durant. Poked away. Here's Baker. Good! Another from 3.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the 4th most threes in a single game. There's the triple. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
And again, the turnover by the Rockets. Here is a list of the NBA's most adept passing teams this season. These are your assist leaders. 5th best, the Rockets.
These two teams have really passed the ball well all season. They share it, they move it. It's really a pleasure to watch how they approach the game.
Edwards, he's checked in for Green. Here's Antetokounmpo, and a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Heinrich with it. He swipes the ball away again.
And the thief strikes again.
And again for 3.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've ever seen better three-point shooting than what we're witnessing.
And another steal for him.
Another legend leapfrogged with that steal.
Good! Another from 3.
It has been raining threes for him tonight, alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
Guys, he cannot miss. They have to keep feeding him, right? How many more can he hit? Let's keep counting. Milwaukee with the ball. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Baker with the bucket.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Edwards with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. And here we go with Allen running it up the court.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here is Heinrich, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. The wide open look for Durant. No good on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And when you talk about Giannis's defense, he really has some unique attributes.
Boy, does he ever, Greg. I mean, you think about his length, his athleticism, his agility. He's a guy who can defend the ball and the screener almost at the same time because of that great length. So offenses sometimes go away from him in the pick and roll, which allows him to kind of play free safety on that back line as a rim protector.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Bam Adebayo comes in for Robin Lopez, and it's Fox in for Tony Kukoc. Got that bucket in no time at all. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Pass to Adebayo. A pass to Fox. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Allen for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Allen's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
And here's Antetokounmpo outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And there's the drive. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
1:11 left to play in the third. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Baker. It's rebounded by Houston.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Three-pointer connects again from distance.
He just continues to rein it in from downtown. Hits another one from deep.
Greg, the way he's shooting, he has a good chance to join some elite names on the list of the most threes in a game. From past the arc, connects again.
And he's been out of this world tonight. Unreal offensively.
The points just keep adding up. Close to the fourth most points ever in an NBA game. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
For three, Heinrich.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And so it's Milwaukee, able to put on a show for... And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. De'Aaron Fox out there with Jalen Green. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's Smith. And it's Edwards in at the three. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's the 3. And again for 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Antetokounmpo passes to Baker. Shoots, and another one falls.
And that ties him for third all-time scoring for a single game. What an incredible performance.
Absolutely. A game not to be forgotten. He has put on a show. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Baker, good, he hits again.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Green, the pass to Fox. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Baker. And another one!
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for second place for points. What an unbelievable night. The Rockets with another miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
The tray cans it from downtown. Baker's got 13 points now in the quarter.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And another basket for Milwaukee.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Launches a 3. He got it again. Sensational.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Smith, the pass to Edwards. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Bucks have gone 7 of 7 from the field to start the final quarter. What an amazing start. And it's in there.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Houston's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo, driving inside.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
This one for three. Connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game.
Oof, rough game offensively. He's really
good. Another from three.
Splashes home another three, and he moves into second place all time with that make for a game.
Greg, you have to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going to go in. He just keeps raining it down on him.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Hits it from three-point range.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Smith on the wing. Outside Edwards. Houston moving the ball around. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Tony Kukoc, he's checked in for Edwards.
Substitution on the court.
To stop the run. And it's Smith missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
So it's the Rockets now. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Green against Lillard. They swipe it. Here's Baker. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Oh, very unselfish there. In terms of generating offense for himself and others, Lillard has hit the ground running.
To the middle. Here's Lopez. Rebound, Milwaukee. Baker's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big and again for three.
And he's almost third now on the list of all-time three-pointers.
It's an amazing milestone he's approaching. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Here's Baker. And another one falls. Amazing.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Milwaukee has possession. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Fast break, Milwaukee. Beyond the arc. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Right side, Fox. The Rockets again can't hit.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Bucks. Knocks it loose, nabbing another steal.
And he has been an absolute thief on the floor. Another steal.
Greg, that swipe puts him tied for second all-time for most steals in a game. What a defensive effort from him. And it's Houston's ball. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Fox from outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Bell's got 11 rebounds in the game. Trains the three-pointer.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Floats one up. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Here's Baker, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
On the wing, Green. Guarded by Lillard, and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Kevin Durant's checked in for the Rockets. Heinrich comes in for Fox. Here's Baker, guarded by Heinrich. Baker with the bucket.
Since the break, he's been on point from beyond the arc. I tell you this, when he's this hot, it's fun to watch.
On the wing, Kukoc. The Rockets with another miss.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to rein it in down the stretch here.
He's just an electric factory. Lillard is such an amazing athlete.
Offensive rebound. Here's Green. They could use a bucket. The rebound by Baker.
2 minutes.
Fires from deep. And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
He swipes the ball away again.
Fantastic swipe, and he now stands by himself for second most steals in a game.
Oh, he is so fast. Gets his hands on the ball in the blink of an eye. And Greg, the steal numbers are unreal. There's 1:38 left to play here in the fourth. Three-pointer, Heinrich hits hauled in by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Milwaukee.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. But I think the next game will be hotly contested.
Baker, no good. Here's Houston now. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Lets it go with a 3. It's good from long range.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And so it's Milwaukee now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Takes the 3. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Game, they had an aggressive defense designed to slow you down, so how were you able to get it?
I mean, I just had to stick with it. As long as I keep making plays for other guys, my teammates made shots, and that loosened up the defense and allowed me to get going.
Yeah, and it showed down the stretch, man, as you got the win. Congrats. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Hart.